Welcome to the Secret of Oneness. You guys all know me again because we're one. For those of you who don't or are asleep, my name is Steven. And so, I've been thinking this morning a lot about identity, and people have been asking about how do I shift, how do I get into that identity and things like that. And I want to touch on another subject as well, which I'll get to here in just a few minutes. But, you don't I don't want to use the word shifting because it sounds like effort, like you have to push something, you have to do something. And so I want to kind of break it down into something a little bit more simple, because reality creation is really you being who you want to be. And I think a lot of people, they're just too comfortable. A lot of people are happy with their lives to some degree. They have decent jobs, they have decent families, they live in a decent apartment or a nice home, they live in a decent city, they have decent stuff, they have an okay car, they're living life. There's nothing tragic happening, or maybe they can afford to do little things here and there, and it's just not bad. And I think the problem is people aren't desperate enough for what they really want, because each and every one of you has a desire within yourself. Maybe you're somebody who's went to college and got a degree in marketing, and you really enjoy the job and you're making decent money, and it's like I said, you're doing okay. But maybe you have a passion to be like an actress. That would be like the ultimate. Or maybe there's a guy who's like working in a machine shop and he makes good money, and he provides for his family and he has the basic necessities and life is just okay. But maybe deep down you've just always wanted to be like that best-selling author. You know what I mean? You have that dream life that you want, but the life that you're living right now is just good. It's okay. There's nothing that you need to like go crazy about. But what I want to talk about for a couple seconds is for those of you who have the life that's just okay, that maybe you're doing things and life is good and you have the things you need, but you have that deep desire. What I want you to understand is that deep desire that you have is the real you. That deep desire is being trapped. That deep desire is being kidnapped by this okay life that you're living, this life that everything's okay, it's no big deal. I mean, I have what I want, I can go on vacation when I want, I just can't overspend. The dream that you have in your heart is the real you wanting to come out, wanting to be lived out. That's the real you. If you're working in a machine shop, maybe you're going through college, maybe you're working at maybe you're an engineer and you're making good money, but you have that desire in your heart that there's more, but you're like, I don't want to try to figure out how to run a business and do all that stuff. You don't have to figure all that out. Just step into being that actress. Step into being that actor. Step into that being of yourself, who you truly are. Step into being that best-selling author. You don't have to figure out how to write books. You don't have to figure out how you're going to get authored, how you're going to get published. You don't have to figure any of that stuff out, because when you're naturally being who you're supposed to be, it all comes natural anyway. When you step into saying, on the inside of yourself, you can still go to work at the machine shop, you can still go to work and be that engineer, you can still go to work at the marketing place and enjoy what you're doing, but within yourself, step into that identity. And when I say step, I'm saying just choose to decide that I am now a published author. I'm a #1 best-selling author. I'm an actress and I work with such and such. Whatever the dream is, whatever it might be that person on the inside. Let that be your natural state. Because right now what you're doing is you're living as the engineer, as the marketing person, as the guy in the machine shop. You're living as that person, and the deep desire seems like it's way out there. It's too far away. I can't get there. I don't know how to get there. You don't need to get there, because when you become it on the inside, when you become the actor, the actress, when you become the best-selling author, right? Those things naturally unfold for you. Then being the engineer and the guy at the machine shop and the marketing person, those seem foreign to you. That's not you anymore. Okay? So I just want to encourage somebody, stop being okay with what your life is like right now. Stop being okay with just living a mediocre life, because you have a purpose within yourself, and you know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. You know that you need to step out and stop being lackluster in your life, because at some point, if you're 20 or you're 30, the next thing you know, you're going to be 50, and you'll be like, man, I worked at this marketing job my whole life and I didn't get a chance to do this or that. It's the now moment. Step into who you truly are now. And again, don't worry about how to get an agent, how to get this, or how to get a publisher. Don't worry about any of that. Just go within yourself and start recognizing yourself as that actress, that actor, that published author. Recognize, this is who I am. Identify as that person now. That's all it takes, is to identify it as that person. Because right now you're saying, hey, I'm the marketing person, I work in this office. Hey, I'm a guy at a machine shop, I do this at the machine shop. Hey, I'm an engineer and I work with computers at this company. That's what you're deciding. That's what you're living right now. That's who you're living as. Just choose within yourself to be that person that you want to be. And it's not about effort I need to figure out how to shift into this. How do I become the person who's an author? You just got to choose to be it on the inside. Accept that that's who I am now. That's my life. This is who I am. I'm a published author. I'm an actress. I'm an actor. This is who I am. And then the agent will show up. The path that you need to take to get to that publisher will unfold for you. So a lot of people are trying to manipulate the outside to become who they already are. Stop trying to go and figure out how to become the author, how to become the actress. Who do I got to contact with? I got to move to California. I got to move to New York City. I got to do all these things first, and then I can be that person. Well, you can do that. You can do that. You can decide, I'm going to move to New York. I'm going to go contact this person. I'm going to go do all these steps. But that takes a lot of effort. When you do it naturally, when it becomes your natural state that you're the actress, you're the actor, when that becomes your natural state, the things that an actor or actress or published author does become automatic. Because somebody who's an actor or an actress already has an agent. So step into being that person first, and all of those things will unfold effortlessly for you. So I just want to encourage you guys to get out of that mediocre life. There's a lot of people out there that, their lives are falling apart and they're miserable and things are going in the trash can, and they're like, I need a change. And those are the ones who are desperate enough to decide, I want this new life. But there's a lot of people, and you know who I'm talking to, that are still living the life that's just okay, but you want a little bit more, but you're really not sure how to get there. But you'll watch a couple more videos and you're going to see if you can maybe figure it out, and you're going to try tomorrow. I'm telling you, that destiny that you want, that's truly your true self, that's the actor, the public, whatever the case is, whoever I'm talking to, you know that you have this deep down desire within you, and you don't know how to get there. You don't have to know. Just decide, this is who I'm being now, and everything will automatically unfold for you.